Oh my God. It just started hailing. I was like, what the hell is that sound? It's hail, and that is thunder, and that is lightning, and I'm taking my ass in my house right the fuck now. Ah! Hey friends, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Shavonda and I am an interior designer and elder millennial open nester on a mission to inspire you to lean into your layers, explore your passions, and live multifaceted, well-designed lives. Here on the channel, we talk all things home and garden and just generally 40 plus life and style, and I'm so happy you're here. All right, friends, so today we are in my potager, aka my kitchen garden, and we have a little DIY project that we need to tackle today. Now, it doesn't look like it, but it really is the most wonderful time of the year. I absolutely love when spring is on the horizon. As a gardener, it is truly the best time of the year. And that means that I am on a timeline to knock out a lot of those spring gardening projects that have to happen before the Sacramento heat hits. We have a very, very short spring. The heat and the sun is going to be upon us before we know it. And so spring is really the time for us to tackle all of those projects that, number one, have to happen in the spring, and number two, that we really just kind of want to do so that we don't have to do it in the middle of the summer heat. So today out in the garden, I have to tackle our blackberries. They are coming out of their dormancy, they are taking off, and they need a trellising system. Let me just show you what we've rigged together. So as you can see, this is our blackberry bed, and I planted these out about 4 years ago. They were one of my first plants that I planted when we first established the garden, and they are waking up. They are starting to flower, and they've put on a ton of new growth for the current season, and so I have desperately needed to tame these. Over the years, I have done all kinds of like janky little things to corral them for, that growing season, but I think I definitely need to throw some real attention at them. And so I saw this DIY trellis that was created by my friend Deanna over at Homestead and Chill. I'm going to link the video that she made about it as well as her website link to that post. And I'm going to use her trellising system because it was affordable. It seems quite easy, and I trust pretty much anything that Deanna says when it comes to gardening things. The blackberries are one of the very first things that come up for us every year. So come June, we'll be picking and eating blackberries. So that means I need to get this done ASAP. Right now, I am just using this old trellis that I had. We have zip ties. I'm using this piece of spare wood to like prop it up because it keeps falling over in the rain and in the wind, and it needs some love, y'all. Oh, the sun came out. Y'all. Anyway, I want to try to get this done. I'm going to try to do it myself. Naomi is off doing grocery shopping, so I'm going to at least get it started, and if I need help, then I'll wait for her to come back for the parts that I need help with. I'm really excited about it, y'all. there goes the rain. I was really hoping that I would be able to get through this without getting caught in the rain, but no such luck. It's starting to come down. So I'm going to move this party inside. Well, take all of my stuff and move it inside. God, my hands are so full. I think it's supposed to rain probably for the rest of the day, actually. So I don't even know that I'm going to be able to come back to this project until tomorrow. I was really hoping that I was not going to get caught in the rain. I was hoping I was going to be able to actually finish that project today. However, I do need to go check on the plant babies that we started. Remember when we did our seed starting? So I'm going to go check on those. I'm going to head out to the greenhouse and check on those. And I've actually got to plant some more seeds. I did a little bit more research on my cup and saucer. None of them have germinated from when we started seeds in the last video. And that was probably, I don't know, a week and a half-ish ago, maybe almost 2 weeks ago. I know that cup and saucer can take a while to germinate. However, during that time, I did a little bit more research just to like fine tune it and really, really try to make sure that I have success. So I am trying it again. I found a video that was really helpful. So I am going to attempt to start them again using the instructions from this other video. And hopefully we will have some success. Thankfully, it is a warm season plant. It wants it nice and hot. We are still very cool here. I still have enough time to start seeds and get it germinated and going well before May, at which point I can put it out and it will have a very long, warm growing season. So I'm going to go ahead and do that right now. So let's head out to the greenhouse. Hey, girls. Woo. Love being in the greenhouse when it's raining outside. The sound is so soothing. Anyway, here's a look at our seedling babies that we started together a little while ago. Many of them are up and on the grow. Some of them, like our peppers, are taking a while. They just notoriously take a little while, take a little bit longer. And the strawberries, the little alpine strawberries, lots and lots of little seed germination happening. All right, the rain has slowed down just a little bit. So I should be able to get through this without a ton of noise from the rain. But right now I am going to attempt one more time the cup and saucer. So I did a deep dive, as I mentioned, into how to successfully do this. And I found a video that was really helpful. And I am basically going to follow that thing down to a T. So I soaked my seeds overnight, which is what you saw earlier. So now I'm just left with 5 little seeds here. And apparently the trick is to sow these with the pointy side up, and you want to sow it just so that the tippy top of it is above the soil level. And I am hoping and praying that it actually takes at least one of them. I would like for 2 of them to take at least. So there's a couple of places in my garden that I like to put them. And if I can get just one more, if I can get 3 of them to germinate and to grow, I'm going to gift one to my manicurist, who is also a gardener. And we were talking about this plant at my last nail appointment. Very springy. I was inspired by my Pride of Madeira, which is so close to blooming. But I was inspired by Pride of Madeira purple this time when I went to go get my nails done. These are my natural nails, by the way. I've been growing them out for a while, and I've just been so dedicated to their growth and health And I'm so happy. I'm so, so happy with them. Anyway, if I can get just one more, so I can get 3 of them to germinate, I'm going to gift one to my manicurist so that she can have one for her garden as well. So for this one, I am going to pre-moisten the soil before planting the seeds, because once you put these in the soil, you just want to stick them in and put a dome over it and not disturb it. So that is what I'm going to do. These are my last 4. This is what they look like. It's kind of an interesting shape, and it's also kind of slimy, but this is what this looks like. So you want to plant it in the soil like this so that it's sitting straight up, and you just want to put it in and poke it down. Ooh, that's thunder, Lord. Poke it down into the soil so that the top is just above the soil level, so you can see the top of the seed. And that's it. So I'm going to do that. I'll continue to do that once again. Here is the seed. Now I'm going to sit this under a dome so that it can get some moisture, and we are going to hope and pray that it takes. Come on, baby. I need you to take. I am not going to waste these other 2. I think I'm going to put dahlia seeds in those. Y'all, it just started hailing. Oh my God. It just started hailing. I was like, what the hell is that sound? It's hail, and that is thunder, and that is lightning, and I'm taking my black ass in my house right the fuck now. Ah! Hey friends. Okay, so it has been a couple of days, and the rain has finally stopped. It is a beautiful, clear day, partly cloudy, but no rain in sight. So it is time to pick back up on the DIY trellis project. We have all of our things here, getting ready to go. Naomi is also here with me today. So I think it should only take us about an hour to get it done. Where's she at? Baby, how long do you think it's gonna take?
Not an hour.
I think it will take an hour. She has, oh ye of little faith. Anyway, yes, so we're gonna go ahead and get started on that right now. So let's go. Okay, so we got the cuts all made. This is the main, the 2x4 is the main post that will be attached to the outside of the beds. And then we're using 2x2s to create the bars that the wires get attached to. That makes up the actual trellis part. And now we're just getting ready to attach the wire, the O-rings, and all of the hardware to the 2x2s. And then once we do that, well, we won't put the wire on just yet. We're just going to attach the O-rings. And once we get done doing that, then we will attach the 2x2 to the 2x4s and then get that whole piece attached to the side of the beds. So the top bar should be about 5 feet above the soil level.
17 and 7/8 is dead center.
Okay. So I think we put the top, yeah, you want the top one. Obviously the top is at the very top. And then we come down 2 feet.
Okay.
To put the other one.
Okay.
Yeah.
7/8. 2 feet.
Sounds about right.
2 feet.
Ah! Yeah, because this guy.
Don't be over there fucking up the church's money, Siobhan.
I know. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to double check and measure before we build this, just in case we need to come down.
Pivot a bitch because you messed up.
In case we need to pivot a bitch, as you said. Maybe we want this. Maybe I want to cut a foot off, baby. Maybe I want them 5 feet tall.
I hear you, Shabonda.
Okay. Okay. Hold on. Let me see. Let's try something.
That right there is why it won't be an hour. Minute queen, so yeah.
No, you did not just call me the 15-minute queen. Everything only takes 15 minutes.
Yeah.
No, it only takes 15 minutes to get everywhere.
No, it doesn't.
Okay, baby, can you measure down 6 inches,
No,
please?
I'm going to measure up 6 inches. Because I already measured from there. We're not going from the top. We're going from the bottom.
Well, that's whether you go from the...
No.
Just can you measure down 6 inches so that I can cut 6 inches off? Please, ma'am. Thank you, my love.
Yep. Yeah, go ahead and explain to your people what's going on. Shavonda had to pivot a bitch. Add an extra 30 minutes on.
Whatever.
Naomi told me. Make sure you say it like that, though.
Make sure I say what?
Like that.
Make sure I say what? That Naomi said it was going to take more than an hour?
And did.
And did. Whatever. Again, like I said, I just want to make sure that we measure twice and cut once, you know?
I hear you.
And do it before we attach this stuff on there, because then there's not really any going back.
That's why. Did you measure those before?
I did measure them before. And I measured them.
And they were still short?
I measured them at, you know what?
I'm just asking.
I fucking cannot stand you.
I'm making sure.
You get on my nerves so bad.
I'm just making sure.
Yes, baby, they were yes, they were still short. The point, what I'm getting at is I measured it at 6 feet because that was the exact height of like the tallest cane is at 6 feet. And I feel like I want to give us some flexibility. Okay. So bring it down and have the cane be a little bit taller so we can attach it to the wire. That's what I'm getting at.
No, I get all of that. I'm just wondering why you decided that now.
Because now that I'm looking at it, you know?
But you looked at it before. That's what I'm saying.
Baby.
That's what I'm asking.
Stop arguing with me.
Why everybody arguing with you? You notice that lately? You arguing with me. They was arguing with me about cookie shapes. No one is arguing with you. I'm asking you a question.
I don't know. I think I just, after I saw it and realizing what the deal is, I think I just decided I'd rather be safe, just be on the safer side. And even if they grow another 6 inches, which they're not because there are a shorter variety of blackberry, it still gives us space for them to kind of bramble and attach to that.
My question was the measurements.
Why didn't I do it the first time?
The reasoning. Like, how did we get here?
Well,
is the thing. Not why are we here?
Well, can you hold this for me, sweetheart? Please. And, oh, baby, before you do that, can you bring me my glasses? Safety first.
Only because you're on YouTube.
No.
You ain't never been safe in your life.
Yes, I
Everybody
have.
that follow you on Instagram know you ain't never used goggles.
Yes, I have,
Liar.
All the time.
Liar.
All right.
Liar.
Okay, friends, once again, it has started to rain. It is not supposed to be raining right now. Literally, there is no rain in the forecast. Yet, here we are, getting rained out of this project yet again. I'm so annoyed. It's definitely raining.
Definitely put this in.
For sure. All right, so we got one post on, and this is where I have taken Deanna's instructions and made them fit for our space. So she has metal garden beds, and so she attached her 2x4 posts to T-posts drilled into the ground, and that's how she has her posts secured. But because we have wood beds and we're using wood posts, I just attached the posts directly to the outside of my beds without drilling them into the ground or burying them in the ground, I should say. So that's one way that we have made her instructions work for us. Also, we made our posts a little bit shorter because we have a thornless blackberry variety, and our blackberries don't get as tall as traditional blackberries. So we brought our post down to about 5.5 feet. The shorter one sits at about 3.5. About 3.5 feet. And then that way, our shorter canes will perfectly fit in our trellis system. You want me to cut it?
Yeah, you can cut it.
Or how much you think we need to cut? At least we can come out here quite a bit. And then, like right here?
But, I mean, yeah, if you want. Yeah.
Yeah. Ooh, are you stepping on our little snail friend?
I don't know. If you left him down there, then yeah. You left him in the footpath. What do you expect?
Oh shit. He over here, he was moving that away.
Not that away.
He might not even be over there anymore. I'm hoping he isn't. I'm hoping he had the good sense to not be.
You don't know giants is coming?
did it. We are all done. It was a really easy project. It took us way longer than anticipated because we kept running into weather issues, but the actual build itself was really quick, really simple, and I'm really happy with it. I think if I were to go back and change anything, I might bring it down just a little bit shorter. We have it at 5.5 inches tall, and I think I probably would have came all the way down to 5, just because we do have a shorter variety of blackberry. This is actually, I think, a baby cake, so it's really meant to be in a container. I let mine go a bit wild, so they're probably taller than what this variety usually gets. So I think if I were to go back, I would bring it down even a few more inches, but it's really good. We're just anchoring some of the top pieces with some garden string, and yeah, it's nice and contained, but there's still lots of room for them to kind of grow up through the middle. And yeah, I'm just really, really happy with how it turned out. And I'm just so excited that we have something way more permanent and something that looks way better than it did before. All right, friends, thank you so much for joining me on this video and on this journey that took way longer than it should have taken. But, you know, weather. And speaking of weather, as we are talking right now, it is drizzling again, but the sun is out. And so I'm going to take that as a sign that we are ending this project on a good note. Again, thank you guys for joining me, and I'll have all the information about the project in the description box. Make sure you're following me over on Instagram and TikTok as well, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye.